Okay, let's start with viewing the today agenda. What is today agenda? Okay, today our learning goals are we will be going to review what is the project and then what is the project management. Then we will be seeing what is the projects and strategic planning. Then relationship among the portfolio management, program management, project management, and organizational project management. Then we will be talking about business value, role of the project manager, what is PMO, difference between project managers and a PMO, and relationship among project management, operation management, and organizational strategy. So let's get started with the project. Okay, so everyone, think about the last time you were in a situation that you had very less time, and you went to your vacations, to your home country or wherever you went for enjoying. So okay, so even for your vacation, what did you do? You first time like first thing you have would have done is you would have planned the date when you gonna go for vacation. Okay, and then what the second is when you gonna return. You have decided that you will go to vacation on this date and you will return on this date, and probably your company would have asked you that give us your plan for vacation during the start of the year. Okay, and you would have given them the plan, your plan, that when you will be going to vacation and when you will be intending to come back, how many days. Okay, so what do you do for your vacation? You go uh, first what do you do? You plan the dates, then you plan the budget. Okay, how much amount I should have with me while I will be traveling, how many people from my family will be traveling with me, and where is the destination where I will be going. Okay, so how many days I will be staying there. Okay, then you buy the tickets, then you have many things to think about. Okay, then you think you will take something from here for your family there in your home country, so you buy something, you set aside budget for that, those gifts. Okay, so the point here is that planning for a vacation, okay, you can treat this vacation, your vacation, as a project. Okay, and you must know that it will start one day and it will end one day. Okay, and what you're gonna get from this vacation, okay, this is depends. Okay, you must have some motive behind that. Okay, you are going for vacation to meet your family members. Okay, you have a marriage of your friend or your family member there. Maybe you are just going for annual vacation. uh, okay, and you have planned that you are going to out station, some hill station, somewhere, anywhere. So my point here is that you will think that this project, okay, will start one day and will end one day, and I have set aside some budget for it, and also what is the outcome. Okay, you may have different outcome from it. Okay, you may and as I told you, may have intention to attend a family gathering, marriage ceremony, or any other recreation outing, whatever, family get together, or maybe you are going to uh, some visit some holy places, uh, just like you are visiting Mecca or Medina, or for Umrah or for Hajj. So you do a planning for it, and you have a goal in your mind that you're gonna do this and this there. So let's now come back to what is the definition of a project. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or a result. Okay, so uh, why we say that it has a temporary, it's temporary in nature, because it will start one day and it will end one day. It must have a beginning and it must have an end. Okay, that's the simple thing that you should be understanding by now. The end is reached when the objectives of the project have been met. Okay, and this is important. Okay, for example, as we will go back to our vacation. Okay, sometimes you may decide to leave early. Sometimes you have a plan, and when you go there, you see your objective was to attend a family gathering or a marriage ceremony, and then as soon as the marriage ceremony attend the marriage ceremony, you plan to uh, you do not plan to stay there and you come back, so your objective is finished, your objective achieved. Okay, sometimes it may happen that the marriage ceremony you are going to attend is delayed for some reason. Okay, so there is no more valid reason for you to stay there, so your objective is no more valid. Okay, so you may end your vacation and you may come back. This may happen. So this is the point, that project may end, project has to end, but project may be terminated because its objective will not or cannot be met, or when the need for the project no longer exists. Okay, so this is very important, that a project may end when its objectives are finished or achieved, and it will end normal ending, that it was destined to do this thing and then it is achieved. It was targeted to create a building and the building is finished and the objective is met. Or there may be a change in the strategic direction, and you may no longer you don't may no longer need to pursue this project, and this, as being a sponsor of the project yourself, for example, you may decide to postpone it, to cancel it, and that's it. So now let's come back to our very definition again. We said that project is a temporary endeavor. Okay, it will be a temporary endeavor and undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. The temporary nature of the project indicates that project has a definite beginning and end. The end is reached when the project's objective have been achieved, or when the project is terminated because its objective will not or cannot be met, or when the need for the project no longer exists. So this is defined by PM book guide, that this is a nature, this is the definition of a project. Okay, so too much text, I don't normally like to put too much text, but I just wanted to explain that the project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or a result. Okay, here are two more things to focus on. That the product that a project is targeted to make is always a unique. This is very important, because when, for example, you are deciding, your project is to build a house. Okay, so you may be building the house for another time. Okay, second time, third time, fourth time. How you, maybe you are building the same kind of house. Okay, but this is again, this is a unique project, because you are building the second house, third house, fourth house in unique circumstances. Always you will be having different kind of resources. Maybe some resources may leave you before joining the second project. Okay, they may not join the second project, so you will maybe you are starting the project with totally different resources, or some may leave you half away of the project. Okay, so the circumstances for the project always change. Okay, maybe the time target is to create the same kind of house. Maybe the house, you are creating a house, but house design changes. Okay, before you build a house, okay, with 5 rooms and 5 washrooms, maybe the sponsor is saying that you do not need to he don't want 5 rooms and 5 washrooms. Maybe he is looking for only 3 big rooms. and 3 washrooms. So you may be having a different design, but at the end of the day, you are building a house, but it is a unique in the sense that the scope may change, the resources may change, uh, circumstances may change, uh, many things will be, stakeholders may change, uh, risks may change, you may have different risks. Okay, so you may be producing a service as a result of the project. Okay, a company decided to start, for example, a training company starts a new project, okay, to introduce, for example, PMP certification, okay. So this is a training course that they are launching, okay. They maybe take it as a project, they will hire a trainer, they may be they have to develop material, and they have to do many certain things to in order to start this training service. So let's move on. Wait a minute.
Strategic planning.
Okay, let's move on.
And okay,
Can you please
and
repeat?
sorry.
Can you please repeat your question?
Okay. Actually, I have a knowledge. I already read about project management, but I'm quite doubtful about project management and strategic planning.
Okay.
So I have just little bit for
Okay. Let me.
I have more.
Okay. Khalas. I understood
Mhm.
your question. Okay. This is a very very good question. I appreciate this question. The point is that organizations start the projects actually uh, to make their strategy a reality. Okay, the organizations have a strategy. Okay, so they have a strategy, for example, to capture certain market. Okay, for example, a new telecom company, it goes to and in for example, it goes to Saudi Arabia or UAE or any other Gulf country or any other XYZ country in the world. Okay, so this telecom company buys the license and they start operating. Now they have a big task. Okay, they want to capture the market. Okay, so they plan to, let's say, to have 1 million subscribers to in 1 year time frame. Okay, so this is a huge target that they have in their they put up in their vision, or they put up in their mission, that we want to capture 1 million subscribers in a time frame of 1 year. Okay, so this is their strategy. This is their vision, for example. Okay, now what will be their strategy to achieve this vision? Okay, this strategic objective, for example, this may be a strategic objective for this organization. Okay, so how they gonna achieve it? Okay, they have to start many projects, many programs here, there. For example, marketing, they have to do extensive market study. What are the consumer, who are the consumers, what is the consumer behavior, how many, for example, is there who for example, market segmentation, how many adult young people are there in the market, for example, in that country, how many expats, international workforce is there in that country. So they may be targeting only international, I mean expats of that country. They may be targeting the locals. They may be targeting both. They may be targeting only youth. They may be targeting all of them with different kind of initiatives, with different kind of offerings, service offerings. So they have to start different propositions. Okay, for example, they will start different bundles, okay, that may attract youth. Okay, they may have a plan for youth. Okay, this is voice plan, data plan, this is. So my point is that this company, when they start, they try to capture a certain market. Okay, so they have to start certain projects in order to achieve their strategy. So these all the projects from different dimensions will be working towards achieving company
Yeah.
strategy. Okay,
Certainly.
I hope I
And okay, one more. Yeah, يعني, what I get, let me tell you, like uh, to fulfill the program, they will create a certain project to and plan a strategic to study about marketing competitors and all of they will study what we can how we can achieve the goal for the entire portfolio. Exactly.
exactly. So exactly, you are right.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. One more. Actually, I'm quite. There is PMO, Project Management Office. Is it right?
Yes, PMO. Okay, I'll tell you. The project
PMO.
management office, as okay, let's okay. Okay, the project management office, my friend, is always very at very strategic position actually. The organization have project managers and they have project management office. Okay, this is we are talking here about some about uh, projectized organizations that the sponsors, the top management.
We can consider PMO as a COO and CEO?
No, no, no. They see the point is you what you are saying is actually makes sense. Actually, the thing is the CEOs, CFOs, and CTOs and CIOs. These people have to first they have to embrace the project management. They have to believe in project management. Okay. Then what happens when they believe in project management? Okay, they empower their project managers. Okay, they invest in project management.
Yes.
They create a project management office within the organization. Okay, and then they realize they self realize that there is no other way to achieve our our strategic objectives other than creating the project management office that will provide a governance for the project managers. Okay, so you have an organization, you have people who can work as project manager, but why you need a PMO? A PMO is actually helping and supporting the project managers, okay, into their day-to-day project work. Okay, for example, they maybe PMO is providing just a supportive role. Okay, what are the templates that a project manager need to start a project?
Yes,
Okay,
procedure.
what yeah they what are the processes that a project manager should follow, okay, in order to get his project charter approved. For example, what is the template for this project charter? Okay, they're gonna provide him. Then okay, so how this project, what will be the project life cycle? Okay, for example, they will be deciding the roadmap for the organization for, let's say, 2016 is starting. Okay, the PMOs will be gathering all the departments under the company, and in the company they will be gathering the requirements from all those departments, that what are the projects that you wanna start in 2016 and you want them to be finished in 2016. Then they put those together and then they do the prioritization. Okay, so they sit with the top management decides which are the strategic projects out of these all projects that they gathered from all the departments. What are the key investments? What are the projects that if we invest, we will be closely achieving our strategy? Any organization can start, any department in mobile, for example, or in any other telecom operator can start a project. Marketing can start a project, sales can start a project, and all these projects, what will happen, they will put all these projects in a project management information system. Okay, so the PMO will be gathering all those projects in the roadmaps of each department, and then they will be consolidating them, and then they will be sitting with the sponsor, with the top management, to decide a prioritization.
Right.
Okay, we will do
Stakeholders.
projects in 2016, and those, the remaining, we will be our second priority, the third priority, the fourth priority. Okay, so they will align the priorities. Okay.
Okay, get it. And actually, I just reached I already cleared this topic, business value as well. I was
I
about
have much
to
to tell
reach.
you, but I have much to tell you about project management office, and this is very important subject. The project management, I will stop you.
Mhm.
I would like to continue about project management office. Actually, the project management office is like, just like the dashboard of a car. Okay, in a car when you drive, okay, from where you get to know that your fuel is getting finished, uh,
That's true.
your temperature is going to rise, is you, where you can read your temperature, where you can read your fuel, where you can read the other alarms from the car, is the dashboard. All right, so project management office is just like a car dashboard, it is just like a project's dashboard. So they are mirroring the project performance uh, to the project managers as well as to the top management. So they are creating transparency. What is happening with this project and where it is? It is red, blue, green. What is the status? It is behind schedule, it is below budget, or it is ahead of the schedule. Is it under control? The budget is also available, and the budget. So the project management office actually is the far front, yani front of the management. So management, if they want to see any department, how it is, its strategy, its projects, programs are performing, so they can call project management office for the report. So project management office will be providing a dashboard of all the projects with the status to the management. Okay, so they are also providing
Correct.
management supporting reporting.
Yes. Even PMOs, some PMOs like the who's relying on directive position. So yeah, they have three phases, right? Supportive, controlling,
Exactly.
and controlling or
Exactly.
monitoring, and directive. Directive have a more powerful. Even he can terminate any project which is ongoing.
Yes, that's the point. See, I told you the supportive PMO only, they are supporting in terms of templates, processes, methodology, guidelines.
Process,
Okay,
yes,
so they don't have the control over the project. Okay, so they mainly role is the support, project management office support, project information system. Okay, like the MS project, or how do I want to create a project, help me, provide me the user login of the PMIS. Okay, they will provide. I need the template. Okay, for the project charter they will provide. I need I need to know
correct,
life cycle I should choose. For example, I am from IT. Okay, which life cycle I should choose? I am from marketing, which life cycle I should choose? Okay, so they will be providing the
correct.
supportive role. Controlling, yes, controlling is different.
Supportive role.
Yeah. Now controlling, coming to back to controlling. Okay, coming towards controlling. Controlling has some control. Okay, project managers in the project management office, for example, they will have a project manager role. Okay, the more we go towards controlling, they will have certain role of a project manager. Okay, they will provide the governance role as it is, as they will keep eye on the red area, blue area, white area, green area, everything where we are lagging behind. But at the same time, they will be responsible for the end-to-end delivery of the projects. Okay, So the more the control, the more the power the project management office have, or the more it is involved in actually managing the projects, it is going towards controlling. Okay. So but not in fully control.
Correct.
This is the point, that when it is not fully controlled, fully in control, it is a controlling PMO.
Okay, get it. Okay. This is project. Actually, I have doubt in other topic which is not mentioned here. Relation between project management and governance and organizational.
Which slide?
This topic is not included in this webinar. So next in next I will inshallah I will ask you.
Oh, no issue, no issue. You can ask me. We don't. Go by book. You can ask. Just can you explain your question? Repeat your question.
Okay. Uh, Let me open a book again.
And also,
The question was relation between organizational organizational management and governance
okay, I have.
and project management.
I mean, your is it here? The link between. This is the one you are talking about. The link between the project and management and organization governance. Is it the one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, correct. I will see. See, what is the topic? The link between project management and organizational governance. Okay, so more or less what we talked about, I will tell you, is the same. Organizational governance. Okay, the main purpose of, as I told you, the project management office. Okay, the project management office. Okay, is the governance. Okay, so how project managers are performing. Okay, governance role is actually managing the operations of the project managers. Okay, so they have a performance, they are performance oriented. Okay, they see how, what is the performance. Okay, so let's focus more on organizational governance. What is organizational governance? Okay, organizational governance criteria can impose constraints on the projects, particularly if project delivers a service which will be the subject to strict organizational governance, because project success may judge on the basis of how well the resultant product or service support organization. It is important for the project to be knowledgeable about corporate governance policies. Okay, if the organization without policies in support of the project involves. Okay, so see, the point is here. The point here is always organization has corporate governance office. Okay, in all big governance, corporate governance office is there. Okay, so their point is actually, you may be doing the best, you may be doing a best on your project. Okay, but there there are certain policies, there are certain laws, okay, which you may not be aware. There are certain market government, okay, the government laws, the government regulations, okay, the regulatory requirements. Okay, you may be doing a best project, but for example, you are competing with, for example, Saudi Telecom. While is competing with Saudi Telecom in Saudi market. Okay, what will happen now? There is a regulation imposed on other any there is a national operator Saudi Telecom, and there is Mobile and other ZAN and other operators. Okay, so there is a regulation imposed on other operators. They cannot offer something which is very cheaper, very low cost than the STC.
Beyond regulations. We can say it beyond the regulations.
Yeah, they cannot put something like, see, this is the reason you always see fair usage policy is there in Mobile. When you go for fair usage policy, you will find in STC
Yes,
with relaxation. Okay, so something, some control,
yes,
yeah, the companies, the organizations, the governments put some control factors still influence your project. Okay, for example, you may not go to, you may want to offer something very attractive, very, but there is a organizational constraints. Okay, that are if in fact influenced by the government or maybe regulatory bodies. You know what I mean?
yes, correct. Okay. I think hello, you can
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
me.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's done with me. What I want to ask you, can you send me the paper for first chapter because tomorrow, inshallah morning, I will clear all the first chapter and I will revise again in the office and I will try to solve the paper,
Yeah, it's
inshallah.
very good that you started learning, understanding the text yourself, and you are clearing the doubts. It's also easy for me because I may not know which level you are. So I start with very basic level, trying to explain what is project, what is this, what is that. Or if you have the basic understanding, if you can understand by reading, then it will be very easy for me to explain to you your doubts, clear your doubts, take you from where you ask me the question, and we can move through the text very fastly also and in the good way.
Yes, exactly. Usually, what I am doing, I'm reading 3 4 times. I'm reading one paragraph, okay, and then I will keep reading it to the first of all, honestly speaking, at once I will read, I cannot understand what it does it mean. 3 4 times I'm read it, and then I get into mind, okay, this meaning is like that. Then I translating each and every word into Google that what does it mean. And then plus I usually at the morning, obviously you are in office, you cannot help me in office times. So I go to YouTube and search all the things about it, and then again at the night, inshallah, I will be clear from your side as well if I'm still in a doubt.
Still you have more half hour. You can ask me any question, anything from this lecture, from previous lecture, wherever you are right now in your own study. You can ask me as many questions as you want. I will be here to explain you. And really, I started enjoying this way, by the way. Instead of delivering you the whole stuff one by one, single, I like the question.
It will it will be more convenient for both of us. Like whatever the doubts you should be asked, and that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Otherwise, it will be it will go very quickly.
Okay, from this agenda, for
So
example, do you see anything that related to your in your mind, anything related to operations management? You want me to explain what are the operations management apart from the project management?
operations management. I will tell you what I get about operations manager. Like obviously projects have a starting and ending. What is meant by in between the going on the process that according to procedures and according to the process, it's controlled by operation management. Is it right?
Uh, operation management and project management go hand in hand. You cannot take apart operations from the projects or projects from the operations. Yes, so to some extent, your point may any is valid. Your point is valid. While but where there is the distinction, this is very important to know. Okay,
Hmm.
operation is
Okay.
very from the very basic definition. Operation is an ongoing activity that will never end. I mean,
Ongoing.
always
That.
goes on. For example, organization starts a project, it is called continuous improvement. Okay, they want to have a project which is focused on continuous improvement in their processes or continuous improvement in customer experience, continuous improvement
Product. Product.
in the product experience, product in the product itself. Okay, so the point is here, the point is you have something you are selling. Okay, you are buying, you are selling, you are buying, you are selling. New stock comes in, old stock goes, new laptops comes replaced by the old one. This is back to back operational job. Okay, you are processing the orders, this is operational job. You cannot compare it with a project, because the project, for example, project can be to enhance the operations. You can have a project. So, for example, you are processing 10 orders per day, but tomorrow organization want you to process 50 order per day. How you gonna process it? For example, if it is you, if it is not in your hand, so how you gonna process 50 orders per day?
Yes.
Then what will happen? Organization will go down, down, down. They will dig, they will try to understand what is the process. Actually, they will break the process of creating the order into small, small steps. Okay, and they will try to identify which process is time consuming. Okay, for example, you go to the outlet, mobile outlet, and you take a ticket, and you go and you just go. You're a customer, and you go to the waiting area and you sit there. Okay, when you the moment you enter the outlet and you took a ticket from the Qmatic machine or the ticketing machine, your timer starts. Now, until you sit with the agent and then you finish buying the SIM card or getting the service requested, your timer is continued. You go and you sit with the agent process your request. Either you want a transfer of ownership, you want a new eLife product, fiber to the home product, you want a SIM card, whatever you want, you get it. You want to buy a new iPhone, you get it. And then once you receive the thing, the order, you pay the payment, you sign the contract, everything. And once you leave the desk, okay, you give the feedback, your one transaction time counter will stop there. Okay, so this is very important. The organization is monitoring the time you enter the outlet and the time you left. So this is a transaction time, one transaction. For example, you went there for transfer of ownership. This is one transaction. You took a ticket and then you got the transfer of ownership done. Once it is done, okay, then it's completed. But how much time it took? Maybe it took 30 minutes. So organization want to know where is the most time consumed. Maybe it is scanning the two ID cards is consuming more time. So they're gonna start a project to replace all the scanners in the outlets with the fast scanners. So this is a project, but it is affecting the operational efficiency. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So they identify the
Yes, yes.
most time consuming process element and they focus to resolve the bottleneck. What is the bottleneck there? They bring in the solution through a project which starts, let's say I will be starting a project today and my target is to have new scanners in all 200 outlets by end of this month. So khalas, this is a project that need 200 new 200 scanners, for example, or maybe 2000 scanners, whatever. I will assign a budget for it and I will monitor the progress, everything. By end of this month I need all the outlets to have new kind of scanners, and this is a project and this will help tomorrow, it will have the operations.
Correct. Okay. Still we have half an hour. So you have my email, right? You will send me the first chapter's questions answer.
I will upload it now on the handouts.
I'm on mobile. Actually, I'm on mobile. I don't know what happened with my laptop.
Okay, so just type in
Still,
here on the WhatsApp your email address. So I will be sharing with you the all the three slides.
I will give you my Gmail
Okay.
because mobile they have blocked for Hotmail.
Okay, so this is also important that projects and operation, where do they meet? At the closeout phase, as I told you. For example, project was done to enhance the operation and everything that we targeted to provide the branches with the new scanners. When we finish, we will hand over the new scanners in each outlet. Then they're gonna start using. Okay, this is handshake. Okay, and at each closeout phase, we will involve what? We will involve the people who will be tomorrow using those scanners we will involve in the testing. We will say, okay, come, I will record with the timer. Now before you were doing this transaction in 20 minutes, let's say. Now this is the new scanner with you. I will start that. I will do a transaction. We will test a transaction and we will see how fast you will do it. So those guys, those stakeholders that are end users, they will be participating. This is where the project is meeting the operation. They will do the operational work again with the new kind of scanner, and they will see the difference in the time taken before and the time taken now. So they it is where the project and the operations meet at the closeout phase. You know what I mean?
Yes. Done. Okay. I want to ask, there are portfolio, then program, and then there are projects. What does it mean sub-programs?
Okay. See, the point here is a project. See, we will start from here. The basic entity is a project. Okay. Okay, and the okay, the upper umbrella is the program. Okay, and upper more above is the portfolio. This is the basic three entities: project, program, and portfolio. Okay, so we can we can have a project. Okay, that is a standalone project. Okay,
Mhm.
and that is not part of any program. Okay, and we may have
Okay.
a project that is a part of a program. Okay, so and we may have a sub program within a program. Why there is a program and why there is a sub program? We first need to understand what is a program. Why we couple together some projects and call them together a program? Okay, this is because the benefits that we can achieve by managing these projects together, okay, in a program, in a way, managing them together, we cannot achieve them without managing them together. Okay, so why we keep certain projects together and manage them together? Okay, because we cannot achieve certain benefits without managing them together. If we will be managing them standalone, we cannot achieve those objectives. Okay, this is very important. One point, that why we couple certain projects under one program, there can be two things. One, that we want to achieve certain benefits that cannot be achieved without coupling them together inside one program. And in other words, all those projects inside a program will be contributing or will be struggling, striving, or targeting to achieve single objective, which will be the program objective. Okay, they may be related
Yes.
to a certain program. That's, I told you, continuous improvement program. It may have many aspects. I want to improve customer experience. I want to improve operational efficiency. I want to improve cost. I want to improve cost, any cost, reduce cost. Okay. So in all aspects, it is continuous improvement. Am I right? So we will be coupling all programs into continuous improvement. Also, for example, all the projects that are related to customer experience. For example, we want to have a meter greeter in the outlet that will go to the customer, that will say, hello sir, what do you need, may I help you? Okay, we introduce meter greeters in the outlets. This is related to customer experience. We install new climatic system in the outlet. This is related to customer experience. We renovated the outlet. Okay, this is a customer experience. We want to decrease the transaction time, so the person is not waiting too much in the waiting queue. Okay, we started the, let's say, appointment. Customer before coming, he is taking the appointment. So all these projects, systems, that for example appointment system, so all these things that we are doing, why we can couple them in a customer experience program, and we can manage them together, that okay, we want to improve, take the customer experience to the next level, and we want to finish all these projects initiative under uh, this program, and in order to achieve customer experience. Now coming back to your question, having understood the program, the context of a program, why we have sub programs. Okay, so for example, you have a you the main idea is the same, that you do not lose control. You do not want to lose control, and you want to manage them better. Okay, so the main idea is same, that you want those projects and programs to not lose focus. You want to pay them proper attention. Okay, maybe in a big program you have many initiatives. Okay, but in order to, you are not able to manage them together, so you create different sub programs and you distribute the effort. You go one level down, you
Mm-hmm.
create sub program, and you create certain, you put certain projects under that program. See, the point here is also that a program has one objective, but a program may have many benefits. Okay, so for example, one program is to improve, is to digitize the whole operations of the company. Okay, now your program is to have a digital engineering department. Okay, this can be a program,
Mm-hmm.
or digital sales department. Whatever is happening digital. There is no manual process, there is no paperwork. Okay, I'm trying to give you an
Okay.
example. But here what will happen? You have a huge task. You have many departments under sales, channel sale, retail, franchises, partners, many. So you have many manual activities, day-to-day activities. How you gonna uh, convert them to into digital operations? No manual work, everything is automated. Okay, request is coming from internet, customer is buying, and everything is processed, and order is taken by RMX, and RMX is delivering to the customer home. Everything is going seamless experience. You know what I mean? So what's happening? The basic point is that your program is, it may have many benefits. Okay, one benefit is standardization. You want to achieve standardization in all the departments. You may want to increase operational efficiency. In this program you may want to reduce manual work. Maybe you want to go. So so the projects that are achieving one benefit, you can couple them inside another sub program. You know what I mean? Okay, all the projects that
Yes.
will be achieving this benefit, I will manage them together. You know what I mean? One objective is engineering, digital engineering. But inside in digital engineering, you may have many benefits, maybe 10, 4, 5, 6, how many benefits. So in order to couple the projects under the benefit, that my project will achieve this benefit, you know, you know, maybe I'm not able to create the context here, but this is also important, that a project manager is just looking after schedules. Am I lagging behind my project? Am I lagging behind? I mean, am I consuming too much budget? Am I short of resources? Okay, but a program manager has other struggles. He is struggling between between the projects. He is handling the interdependencies between the projects. Okay, what will finish
Does it
first, what should finish next, what should be ready.
share or no?
Sorry, you have a question?
Yeah. What I meant to say, program manager will be responsible. What will be the more beneficial and which is the more uh, in high priority and second priority like that.
Exactly, exactly. So what he is focused, actually, program manager is, he is focused on his program objective. Okay, and he is focused on, he is also looking towards individual project objectives. Okay, and he is also focused on in benefits of the program. He is tracking those benefits. Okay, okay, certain project is going to finish, but this project is will I be able to realize some benefit? Okay, for example, certain project under improving customer experience was transaction time minimization. Now transaction time minimization is going to finish. Program name is customer experience. Time minimization is a project. Now transaction time minimization project is going to finish. Now the program manager will be focused on the benefit. Will my customer take more less time while when he will visit the outlet? Yes, he will be focused on achieving the benefit for the bigger program. Okay, so this is the point that need to be understood, that program manager also try to, also he has to see some project interdependencies. For example, some project will finish, okay, and then the end result will be the input for the other project to start. Okay, so which project to
Yes.
focus on? He will be prioritizing the projects itself, that I will do this project in quarter one, the second in quarter two. Okay, let's put this one in third. We do not need this one. We do not need to put our effort now and resources now on this project, because the others are very important. So he will see how I can achieve a benefit by switching that time, that adjusting the timelines of the project. You know what I mean?
Yes, I get it. Okay, just last one doubt. How we can consider that this is a non-profit organization?
Sorry.
Yeah, how we can consider any project that which means that this is a non-profit organization?
All right. So good question, by the way. Okay.
It's in business value. आप ऑफिस इतना लेट क्यों आते हैं?
यार हमारा टाइम इतना
9 बजे? सुबह से कितने बजे तक?
Normally it's 9.5 hours normally timing, because we don't have a off on Saturday. If we want to take off on Saturday, we have to work straight 9 hours and 9.5 hours, 9 hours and 45 minutes every day. Okay, so non-profit is basically non-for-profit. There are many organizations which are non-for-profit. For example, PMI started as a non-profit organization, and I believe it is still a non-profit organization. Uh, See, the point here is many for example, many project managers, okay, that contribute, that provide input for project questions that are coming in PMP exam, and also that are providing the input for the new PM book guide. Okay, so the community that is delivering delivering the project management trainings and everything. So if we see the community is working, how they are working, okay, it's it's working without any salary from PMI.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I am describing the benefits of PMP. Okay, because it is not because that PMI is paying me something in return. It's actually I am paying back to my profession. What I have learned and applied and it worked. So I am teaching others that I learned this thing and I applied this thing and it worked. So I am giving back to my profession and I am helping others to do the same to achieve the results even better than I achieved. Okay, so we all are working in a culture of non-profit organization. This is what my understanding is, that the PMI is not paying us to promote their brand. Okay, if I am coming to you and asking you that to my friend, do the project management certification, it is good for you. I'm not sent by PMI. They don't have any promotional office here in this. You know what I mean? All they publish is their material.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But how we can consider it in like any organization except PMI, like one manufacturing company or a telecom company, any other company, how we can consider this is a non-profit organization?
Hmm. Any other example would be the education. Again, it will be the or university. Some university could be a non-profit.
I like non-profit organization. Can we consider that in mobile or might be even in the other companies, there is certain department which calls training. We can consider this training department as a non-profit because if we train anyone and somehow after 6 months he left the company, so it will regardless to train him because he it will be beneficial for him, not for lifetime for him, not for organization. So it could be a non-profit.
Hmm. Could be. What you said could be. What is going on? Are you able to see the presentation?
Yes.
Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Shown us slide number 6.
Okay, okay. That's what I wanted to confirm. Okay, so this is my understanding about non-profit, that they work, they don't work, for profit. They are community, there for the community. Uh, but I don't know. Still, I have also. I have to think about it because when I said that PMI started as a non-profit, I don't believe they are still non-profit. You know. So this is the thing I need to double check also, because this is just like that you start a community, okay, focusing on community problems and everything, but tomorrow itself you need to run this community, you need money, so you need profit, to run a non-profit organization, you know. So I don't know. It's not for a very clear concept in my mind, but it has nothing. I think it has nothing to do with the exam. By the way, I think the exam point of view. I think there is nothing, so you don't need to worry about. But if you read something good about it, tell me. Do tell me in the next lecture. You there? Russell, you there? Ah, you are mute. Now I can. Now, can you speak? You are mute. I see now you can speak. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can hear you.
Yeah, the only word I heard from you is that if you have any doubt, you can ask me in next session. Otherwise, your voice is just went wrong. I don't know what happened with it.
Okay,
I text you on WhatsApp that your voice is not coming up.
maybe. Okay. All right.